Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be, it's never going to be good enough. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, share, pay it forward to somebody who could use the wisdom and the education. I'll jump right in. So it's never going to be good enough. I'm referring to the narcissistic relationship from the vantage point of the narcissist. They are never satiated. They never believe that anything is ever good enough. They're always looking for something new, a new shiny object, a new individual to take advantage of, a new relationship to create and then destroy, a new opportunity. This is exactly why the narcissistic relationship, it is not sustainable. Now, you may have been in a relationship for a long period of time, 10, 20, 30, 50 years or more. And maybe you're just realizing that the individual that you were in the relationship with, maybe it's your mom, dad, aunt, uncle, brother, spouse, whomever, that this person is a toxic individual. Now, again, I am not suggesting that everybody on the planet is a toxic individual. Far from it. What I'm saying is there are people on the planet who do not think like you, who do not have your best interest at heart, who will act like they do have your best interest at heart and yet weaponize things against you. This is what a narcissist would do. A narcissist will glom onto you. They will get close to you, perhaps even marry you. Perhaps you had children with them. Perhaps you went into business with them, loaned them money, bought them a house, did whatever you possibly could to better them up, and to the detriment of yourself. This is a one-sided, lopsided relationship, and it is headed in the favor of the narcissist until you find my channel, until you get the wisdom, until you apply the tools that I provide for you each and every day here on the channel. The whole point is, it's never going to be good enough. It won't. It can't be, and it never will be. Let's fast forward to a moment before I rewind, but I'm going to fast forward to the new supply, whoever that is. If it's an individual or individuals, think about that. That relationship also is destined to implode. Believe me when I tell you, every narcissistic relationship has an expiration date. The narcissist knows this. You now know it, or you're getting the wisdom. And the person, the unsuspecting individual who entered the relationship after you, i.e. the new supply, if they didn't have the wisdom on the narcissistic abusive cycle, in other words, if they were not a recycled individual from the past, the narcissist at times recycles past relationships. As a matter of fact, they try and do it frequently because they're lazy, they're cowards, and they're bullies. But if that person was not a recycled individual, the odds are that either A, they're a toxic individual themselves, or B, what happened with you in the relationship will happen with them at a much quicker or faster rate or pace. Now, I want to share with you it's never going to be good enough. It can't be. Keep in mind this. Think about how hard you worked for the narcissist, how hard you worked for the relationship, all the unplugging of the holes in the boat that they were, all the plugging of the holes in the boat that they were trying to have you sink in, how much work you placed into that. Point being, the narcissist was not trying to build a relationship with you. What they were trying to do is destroy the relationship they had created in the beginning with you. Now keep that in mind, what I'm sharing with you. The narcissist many times weaponizes your ideas, your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, your goals against you. That's why in the beginning of these relationships, many times they move at light speed and you're like, oh my gosh, this person's amazing. And they're not married, they're single. What's going on? I can't believe this. How are they not with somebody? Well, there's your first red flag. That's number one. Number two, remember, another red flag was that the narcissist was doing more listening than talking. Another red flag, probably you were oversharing. Another red flag, you probably did not understand that people on the planet did not have your best interest at heart. Many people don't have your best interest at heart. Many people are envious and or jealous of you. Many people want to be you. And the narcissist was no different. Remember, the narcissist only looks for individuals that they can take from, people that don't have the wisdom, people that don't know their own value, people that will give to a fault, people pleasers, people that are empaths, people that do the right thing, people that won't quit, won't give up. These are the people that the narcissist looks for. Of course, side note, they look for people with money as well. So frequently, that's one of the key things the narcissist looks for, but not always. And many times there is the homeless narcissist. In other words, the individual who just bounces around from room to room, relationship to relationship. They never have stability. They never purchase a house. They never purchase a property. They live in people's basements. They rent out one room in a house. They couch surf. They do all those things. Those people, again, what do? Many times they live, for example, in the basement of a rented apartment, let's just say, or house that is, or the parents' basement, whatever it is. And what are they doing there? They are living free. They're like a cockroach, just taking what they can from the people that live in that house. But when that's what they do behind closed doors. But when they go out to the general public, they act like they own a $10 million mansion. Think about it. This is the kind of thing the narcissist does. They never really want you to get to know who they are. And again, going back to the thumbnail, it's never going to be good enough. It can't be, because the narcissist always wants something from someone. And many times they want multiple things from multiple people. And you were one of those people for a period of time. So let's zoom in for a minute. When you were with the narcissist, what did you do? Did you give your time, your money, your energy, your effort, your love? Were you committed in the relationship? Did you give to a fault? Did you put that individual or the narcissist in front of yourself? Absolutely, to everything I just mentioned. Now, what happened when you did all those things? Well, you realized that your health was taking a hit, your finances were becoming decimated, your social circle had blown up because the smear campaign was underway many times. All the people that were important to you, including immediate family members, wedges were being driven between you and them, and you couldn't quite figure it out. You were isolated, meaning you were not probably in your same city, town, country, or location. You could have lost your job and or blown up relationships at the workplace. Why? There are a couple reasons there. One, maybe the narcissist did drop hints of the smear campaign to the people you worked with. Two, perhaps you couldn't even function properly at work because your home life was such a wreck that you couldn't even function properly, and perhaps you just either were let go or you couldn't take the job, you couldn't maintain everything. In other words, you were juggling all of these relationships at one point. You were trying to figure out why people are treating you differently, trying to figure out why this narcissist, when you didn't even know about narcissism, why they won't give you a break, and why things seemed to be going around in a loop, in a circle. In other words, you would get a day, day and a half, maybe 2 days of fake love and affection and fake empathy and kindness. But then you would figure out the other 28 days in the month, a 30-day month, that's when you would be being hammered, berated, you would experience rage fits, silent treatment, stonewalling, gaslighting, all the poor behavior. And it didn't necessarily go like that. Sometimes you would get a half day of fake affection, some days you would get 2 days. Some days some months you'd be fortunate enough to get 3 days. Who knows? The point being is the narcissist is stuck in a loop, and nothing, and I mean nothing, will ever be good enough for them. What they want to do, and I've shared this recently on my channel, is they want to exchange your energy, your positive, beautiful, bright, shining light, with their negativity, their toxicity. That is why they dump on you every chance they possibly can. That is why they initiate verbal abuse, financial abuse, mental abuse, sometimes physical abuse, etc., because they need a place to take out their poor behavior on, and that place was you, human being. And what do? They have you pining for them. They have you thinking about them. They have you believing that the best thing on the planet was them and the relationship. None of that is the truth. The truth of the matter is, the further you get away from the narcissistic relationship, the more clear your mind gets, the more clarity enters your mind, the more you can identify who in your life deserves to be a part of your life and which individuals deserve to not get your attention whatsoever. Because remember, when you go down the rabbit hole of narcissism, in other words, when you first find my channel, you get your first light bulb moment, that's when you realize, oh my gosh, what is this? This is a whole different culture, it's a whole different language, it's a whole different way of living. Yes, it's called Narcissism 101. It's exactly what it's called. And you need to become educated, if not now, when? But when you get the education, you apply the wisdom and you get the tools on my channel, and you share your experiences in the comment section with other individuals in the community section, which I strongly suggest you check out. Point being, when you do all these things, then you realize, A, it wasn't your fault. B, all the toxicity was coming from one individual, and it was the narcissist, or narcissists, plural. And C, you need to run for the hills. You need to go no contact, block them, remove them, and or all flying monkeys and people associated with them. That is the path. If you can't do that, utilize gray rock. Just become boring. Don't share information about yourself. I get it. I understand each and every one of our circumstances are different, but yet very similar. Point being, you need to do something to better yourself, and you need to quit putting the narcissist ahead of you. That is why so frequently when I share with people during one-on-one sessions that it wasn't your fault. It really wasn't. Now, am I giving you an out? I'm not giving you an out. I'm giving you cold, hard facts, which are truths, which are the narcissist manipulated you. They took advantage of you. They weaponized your empathy against you. They took your resources, and they promised you that they would do A, B, and C over and over again, and they never did anything like that. Keep in mind one aspect, and I'm making a side note here, One aspect of the narcissistic abusive cycle is financial abuse. The narcissist loves your money. So if you have been supporting the narcissist and they are still hammering you with poor behavior or toxicity, I really suggest you get the message. The only way they will leave you alone, one of the only ways they'll leave you alone, is when you are destitute. You have no more financial resources to give them. And when that happens, believe me, it's already too late. Because why? Because the narcissist will have taken everything they possibly could from you, and now you won't have any money. And if you don't have any money, you're of no use to the narcissist. And then believe me when I tell you, they will let the mask slip off and shatter to the ground, and they will tell you exactly how they feel about you. And not only how they feel about you, which won't be good, but then they will tell you that you are worthless and you have no money. Things like that. I usually wouldn't have a side note like that because I don't like to use negative words, but I want to let you know it's coming to light recently that many people are being financially abused. You need to stop the money train. Let the narcissist look elsewhere. It can't be from you. Your money is your money. Getting back on track, it's never going to be good enough. It can't be. The narcissist has an insatiable, unquenchable appetite for people and for things and resources. And remember, what does the narcissist like? They like to put themselves up above you. They want you thinking that they're better than you. They want you thinking that they know more than you. They want you thinking that all of your assets and or resources are theirs. They want you thinking that they own you. None of those things are true. Truth of the matter is, the narcissist saw an opportunity in you, and whether it was financial abuse, having kids, loaning them money, buying them a property, whatever it was, moving in together, putting a roof over their head, whatever you did it out of the kindness of your heart, most likely, because perhaps you are an empath, or you did want to start a family, or you did want to help another individual improve their situation or circumstances. But then what happened? Well, the narcissist, what they usually do, almost always do, is they can't lay off the gas. They press it until the relationship breaks. And when it breaks, it's too late many times. That is when all of your resources, or most of your resources, have become decimated. You're no longer of use, and you are a shell of yourself. Now, I know I'm saying a lot of things here that I usually wouldn't say in a video, meaning not the most positive words, but I'm trying to share a message with you. No matter what you did, it would never be good enough. No matter what you are doing, it won't be good enough. It can't be good enough, because you could have all the money in the world. You could own a continent. The narcissist will still act like it's not good enough. You should have owned 2 continents. Well, you should own all the money in whatever galaxy there is out there. Who knows? It can't be enough. It can never be enough. That is why the narcissist can't sit still. They're on a quest, a search for the endless source of supply. And that is why also, if you married the narcissist or not, you may have thought that you were the only person in their life that they really cared about. Truth is, you were the only person who was living under the same roof as them that they were abusing day in and day out. That is why so frequently after the relationship has ended, and let's say you were discarded, and if you were, my heart goes out to you. And if you weren't, if you ended it yourself, my heart still goes out to you. They're both endings of relationships are challenging. But that is why many times when the smear campaign is well underway, that you lose so many friends and acquaintances, and you can't wrap your head around it. Like, why doesn't anybody ask me what's going on? I'll tell you why. Because most of the damage has been done throughout the body of the relationship, and the smear campaign was well underway. Having said that, all of these seeds of doubt, all of these seeds of manipulation and seeds of destruction have been placed, and most of those people have already decided which camp they will be in, and it won't be yours. Why? Because the narcissist is so skilled at driving wedges between you and anything that matters to you, in this case, your support system. But when that happens, that is not a good thing. But again, it will never be enough. Think about this. Think about when you met the narcissist. When you met the narcissist, you were most likely in a vulnerable position. Perhaps you had just relocated cities, towns, countries. Maybe you just started a new job. Maybe you just experienced a death in the family. Maybe you just got divorced. Maybe you just overcame an illness. Who knows what it was? There are a multitude of reasons why. But when you met the narcissist, believe me when I tell you, they sized you up, like I share so frequently in my videos, and they figured out what they could do, how they could twist the narrative to get you to believe in them, and that they were the best thing for you, and they had your best interest at heart. Nothing could have been further from the truth. The truth of the matter is, they wanted a source of supply, a fuel source, a built-in one, if you will, that they could hammer behind closed doors, or in cars, or on airplanes, or in waiting in lines, etc. And they wanted someone to do things for them. They wanted the unpaid helper. They wanted the walking apology. They wanted a person to be existing in the narcissistic fog, not living in the present moment. Play that again. It will never be good enough for the narcissist. It won't be. No matter where the narcissist is all on the planet right now, if the narcissist is even existing wherever they are, whichever person you're thinking about or people you're thinking about, maybe they're gone, maybe they're long gone, then you can drop comments below and share your wisdom with the community. But it would never be enough when they were on the planet. It won't be enough no matter where they are or who they're with. It doesn't matter. The narcissist is a childlike, hollow, shallow, empty vessel. They're a creature of habit. They're a creature who is stuck to vibrate low in that quagmire. All they want to do is take people's beautiful bright light, just like that beautiful sunshine through the Carolina tree here. They want to take that and capture it for themselves for a period of time until they really place you in a not good position, meaning they discard you or take all of your resources or assets, and then they crumble you up like a sheet of paper and throw you away on the freeway. That's what they do, and they do it over and over and over again until we get the message and until we understand we need to have boundaries and we need to come first, second, and third. We are the priority. We actually do come first, second, and third. So guys, get the message. It's never going to be good enough for the narcissist, ever in a million years. You may think, well, wait, the narcissist that discarded me, they're now living their best life. They got married, they have kids now, and they're doing great. Okay, fair enough. Maybe they got married. Maybe they have kids. Great. But would you want to be in that environment, having to deal with the narcissist day in and day out, getting peppered by texts, having them cheating on you, having them gaslighting you, having them stonewalling you, having them spending your money? Absolutely not. That's not living. That's barely even existing. And you were tested to your core. You experienced something that most people, A, don't experience, but B, not only did you experience it, but you've conquered it, and or you are conquering it, and you're on the healing path. You're getting stronger. You're entering the third version of you, the galvanized version of you. But there's a reason you went through that relationship, because you had to. There was no other way. No matter what you think, there was no other way. So having said that, it will never be good enough for the narcissist. It wasn't when you were in the relationship with them. It certainly isn't now, no matter where they are, and it never will be, because they are the exact same shallow, hollow, empty person that needs to steal someone's beautiful bright light for a period of time until that person, which is you reclaim it back for yourself and you close the chapter of the book on the narcissist. Guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the sunny Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning. No matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. Remember that you are not alone. I love you all. God bless you. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Before I go, remember, this wasn't your fault. The relationship wasn't your fault. And yes, did you ignore some red flags? Probably. Did you trust your instincts and intuition? Probably not. But the point being, you did not know what narcissism was. Now you're getting the wisdom on my channel and you're applying it. Understand that you have an awful lot going for you and that you need to focus on yourself. So guys, again, wherever you are on the planet, you are not alone. God bless you. I love you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye guys.